And Henry would have said yes anyway, because his main motive would be serving the national interest. Here's someone who had analyzed foreign policy and history all his life, and I'm sure he leapt at the chance to do something about it in terms of policy. He had been advisor to JFK and consulted with Johnson and other presidents. So these were the main motives, and then what really brought them together, and it's in the foreword to the book that Henry writes, is their common approach to foreign policy, which we've just seen examples of, namely a strategic conceptual approach that looks at the world in long-term trends, that takes into account the impact of what you do in one area or with one country on others, and which does not just react in knee-jerk fashion to discrete events, but ties them together in a mosaic. And so it was clear that they each shared a strategic worldview, which I think was probably a major reason that Nixon chose him, as well as the others I mentioned, and clearly why Kissinger was happy to join him. And they brought different strengths. Nixon as a congressman, but then more importantly as vice president, and then as private citizen, had traveled the world extensively and knew many world leaders and studied foreign policy and was the best prepared president ever for foreign policy. Kissinger's strength was historical, philosophical, conceptual, strategic. They had the same instincts on strategy, but one brought the resonance of history and the other brought the immediacy of knowledge of world affairs. So it was a wonderful mix, but it was not foreordained.